Duke and Duchess of Cambridge forced to answer for colonialism while touring the Caribbean nations. Before I begin, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule well, and peace and mercy to all you sincere Akim pushing this word in all sincerity and truth, to the 144,000, the house of David, the elect, Shalom. It's the brother Damar Gabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson. Lord willing to edify and feed the lambs and sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And this one is dealing with the so-called Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, which is William and Kate, the so-called royal family, which there's nothing royal about these damn devils, man. They're a bunch of imposters, a bunch of phonies and thieves, man. And as the spirit is hot and heavy on Esau right now, it's just showing you it's just more shameful spewing on the glory of these Edomites, man. All right, because everything that these Edomites have uh, gained here in America and in Europe and around the world has all been in thievery. They've stolen everything, man. They've stolen titles, they've stolen names, they've stolen lands, they've stolen literally they've stolen the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel, which are Negroes, Levites, and Benjamin. You know, you so-called Negroes of the Caribbean islands, and you Negroes over here on the shores of America, man. These just a bunch of thieves and a bunch of devils, and and we're in the time now to where the Lord is. He has the microscope on Esau Edom, because it's just ultimately it's just the end of Esau and the end of his kingdom. So now the Lord is exposing this devil on all levels, man. And you have all nations, targeted and basically, cussing out you damn Edomites, man, for all your crimes against humanity, man. And now you have these two devils going over there into the islands, celebrating, celebrating their little reception of Her Majesty, the Platinum Jubilee, which is basically them going over there and celebrating the rape, robbery, and murder of the tribes over there in the islands, man. And you got those Jake over there in those islands on their head tops, man, over there protesting, telling them that they need to give reparations. They're not wanted. This is our land. You stole it. You thieves. You damn devils, man. And rightfully so, because it's true. And it's just showing the spirit that the Lord has on the planet in exposing Esau Edom. All right. So I just want to go into this article, hop around a little bit, drop these precepts, and just show you that hey, prophecy is being fulfilled as far as Esau Edom being all of his wickedness being called out for him to be exposed. All right. And there's nothing that he can do to hide himself, man. All right. Hey, the hot seat, hey, the microscope, the scopeo is on you damn Edomites, man. From the so-called Duke and Duchess of Cambridge to the royal family to these elites to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers to the your average politicians, all you Edomites, man, are all being the microscope is on you, all right. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article, drop some of these precepts, the Lord willing to be edified, man. Hey, call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says Prince William and Duchess Kate arrived in Jamaica on Tuesday to growing protests after being forced to recently cancel their trip to a village in Belize, all right? You see, they had to cancel their trip because them people was waiting for them to come so they can cuss their ass out, man. They're calling them out for all of their crimes, their theft, their rape, their robbery, and murder, man. And they're coming over there to those islands as if they've rightfully possessed them and that, is their property, man. And they basically go there so that they can be worshipped and pampered and treated like royalty by those conquered Israelites over there, man. But they said, the hell with that, man. The hell with these devils, man. Let's call them out. It's time for them to answer for their crimes, man. It says the first stop on a planned tour throughout several Commonwealth nations in the Caribbean after a group of villagers protested the couple's visit and Britain's past colonial influence in the region. You see, because everybody is calling you out, man. Everybody is on your head top, because for this longest of time, like scriptures say, you've whose possessors slayed them and hold themselves not guilty. You go to these different countries where your ancestors raped, pillaged, and robbed, and you visit there as if you got those got in the commonwealth and rulership of those places by righteousness, man. All right, and you still over there treating the people like shit. You know, you destroyed them. They're living in poverty. They're living in squalor while you own all the richest parts and the tourism parts of the land. You own all the richest and most popular parts of that country while the people are living in squalor and in fucking filth, man. And then you show up there wanting to be pampered and worshipped and paraded around as if you're some righteous, holy individuals, man. You ain't nothing but a bunch of damn Edomites, man. It says the first demonstration staged on Friday reportedly stemmed from a dispute over where the couple would land their helicopter upon arrival. According to Sky News, the Cambridge is expected to touch down on contested property between residents of Indian Creek Village and Flora and Fauna International for a visit to the Akti Ilha farm. Photographs taken of the protest showed demonstrators holding several anti-colonialist signs, one of which read, "Colonial legacy of theft continues with Prince and Flora and Fauna International," you see? So they're basically telling you, look, you're basically continuing your legacy of theft. You stole this place, and you still coming here acting as if you righteously have titles and rights to this land over here, man. You raped, robbed, and pillaged, and it's still continuing on because you've ultimately never paid for your crimes, man, which are going to be paid, when Yahweh Shai returns. But in the meantime, the Lord has a spirit on these people to call out you damn devils, man. It said other signs displayed messages like Prince William, leave our land, and not your land, not your decision, man. According to the Times of London, conversations between the organizers of the event and villagers registered very colonial in nature, you see? So these people are calling you out, man. They're calling you exactly what you are, a bunch of damn thieves. This is not your land. You stole it, man. All right? And you want to show up here, with all your wealth and your slaves and your, you know, pomp and pride. But these people, they say hell to the nah, man. Let's get this first scripture, man. This is Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory," all right? Because, they were gloriously showing up there thinking that they were going to just, go on their typical vacation, walk along the natives and be praised and honored and, be served and wined and dined and, take, little photo ops acting like they really care about the people. You showed up there in all your glory, but when you showed up, it was filled with shame, man. Because they was calling your ass out, calling you a bunch of damn thieves and rapists and colonialists and thieves, man. It says, "Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered." Right, because you're being exposed, man. The heat is on you, Edomites. It says, "The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory," man. And this is happening all around the earth, man, as far as Esau is concerned, man. You just had those Elamites, those Indians over there in India, cussing out Esau, cussing out his colonialism, cussing out his diplomacy, how he is trying to get them to condemn Russia, for the things that they're doing over there in Ukraine. But at the same time, you shit it all over India, man. Put sanctions on them, did them dirty, man. And now you want them to come and just bow down and you know, uh, 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 you know, dishonor Russia after Russia's been nothing but a guard unto India and a helpful hand. All right, so let's get this in the NLT, man. It says, "But soon it will be your turn to be disgraced. Come, drink, and be exposed." And that's what's happening, man. The Lord's exposing these devils, man. Soon, to where they had to cancel their vacation because why? Because they were being disgraced and they was being exposed for the devils and thieves that they are. It says, "Drink from the cup of Yahweh's judgment, and all your glory will be turned to shame." See? So everything that you've stolen, everything that you've amassed here in Babylon the Great, and around the world, is turned into a shame unto you, man. Because, like I said, everything that you got, you stolen it, man. You raped, robbed, you skulldugger, you did all manner of wickedness to gain the things that you have, and now they're all, for a while, you was living gloriously off of it. You paraded yourself and prideful, like, yes, we took this land, we called it after our own names, we conquered these people, and you benefited from it greatly. But now that glory is turning into a shame, man, because everybody everywhere is has the heat turned up on, and you're starting to feel the shame. You're starting to feel that you're not as honored in glory as you once were. And it's all, of course, according to biblical prophecy, but now it's time for you to be exposed, for you to be called out, for you to be shamed, man. And it's only going to continue and get worse and worse, man. All right, I'm gonna give this a few more seconds, man. This computer been tripping. But anyway, let's go back here, man. Development is a significant hiccup in the royal couple's 8-day tour to Belize, Jamaica, and the Bahamas in honor of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, a celebration of Queen Elizabeth's 70-year service as Britain's monarch. No, what it really is them celebrating them conquering the tribes, conquering the Israelites that was living in those lands, man. That's what it's really a celebration of, man. But now people are fighting against it. Look at this. It says colonial legacy of theft continues with Prince and FFI. You know, the Flora and Fauna International, man. You see, and these are Northern Kingdom, man. You know, or they could be Southern Kingdom. Jake be over there intermingling. But at the end of the day, these are Jake's Israelites that they conquered and stole that land from, protesting and coming up against them, man. You know, and it's beautiful, man. That's that shameful spewing that's happening, man. So they came there, to celebrate the thievery and rape and murder of the people, but the people are telling them, look, man, y'all ain't welcome here. It says the protest calls upon a darker time in Britain's past, during which the imperial country installed extractive economies and of several nations throughout the Caribbean, which that's mainly, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And you got some, in the islands in the Caribbean. It says enforcing this system of exploitation through racial terror and violence, man. Exactly. It says residents of Barbados, for example, lived under British rule for 400 years until the former British colony declared independence from Britain in 66 amid the Black Power and anti-colonialist movements that swept the globe in the 1960s and 70s. Throughout the 18th and 19th centuries, British forces enslaved roughly 500,000 African, which not African, but Israelites, people on the Barbadian sugar plantations, which they was burning, they was boiling Jake alive in those sugar, on those sugar plantations as punishment, raping, murdering, killing, enslaving, all manner of racial terror and violence, man, was brought upon those Jakes by these Edomites, man, calling themselves British, calling themselves, whether they was calling themselves British or Spanish or French, whatever the hell they were. It was a bunch of Edomites bringing terror upon those Jakes over there, man. It says, as Smithsonian Magazine noted, with countless violent anti-slavery rebellions erupting at the time, in the late 2021, the nation formally ended its 400-year connection to the British Crown when it removed Queen Elizabeth as its ceremonial head of state. And I'm sure when they did that the British brought all hell upon them for doing that, man. Probably with sanctions and all type of manner of consequences, that you don't hear about in the mainstream media. But the point being is that for over 400 years over there, man, they was catching hell from those from those British, man. See, and why is that? This is ultimately the reason why. Ezekiel 35:7, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, which Mount Seir represents Esau, Edom, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Yeah. I know, I saw it. Your mama. All right. It says, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. You see? And that's why the Lord is turning up the heat and exposing Esau. And everybody is mainly the men of the Lord, we're letting him know that the Lord is about to bring judgment upon him, man. That's why we're down here tearing down all his strongholds, tearing down all his lies, telling him that he's the biblical Edomites, that he lied about the true identity of the Israelites, and how he raped, robbed, and murdered South and North America, which were where the Israelites were dwelling in these last times, man. All right? And he had that perpetual hatred. And he knew exactly who he was terrorizing when he came over here to the New World, man. All right? Don't think for one second that Esau came here and said, oh, we didn't know who these people were. They were Native Americans and savages. No, he knew that we were the Israelites. And that's why he did what he did unto us, man. It says, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Here's the point. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. And that's what this devil did, man. So when Christopher Columbus came here from Spain and Hispaniola and, the Spanish and the French and the Dutch, all these Edomites that came over here to the New World, they knew exactly who they were raping and pillaging and killing, man. They knew that they were the Israelite, the children of Israel, and they did it with a perpetual hatred because they had that hatred going all the way back to their forefather Edom. After our forefather Isaac took him out of the birthright. I mean, Jacob swindled him out of the birthright, man. He had that constant perpetual hatred, man. And when he came over here and found us on the shores of what you call the New World, man, hey, he lived out that perpetual hatred, man. That's why he raped, pillaged, murdered, stole everything that Jake had going on over here, man. Even going to the west coast of Africa and bringing the southern kingdom over here and having them working on these different islands and plantations and sugar fields and over here in the States, man. You see? And now he's being called out for it, man. Now he's being exposed for it. All of his lies and history are all being cast down, and the truth and that shameful spewing is being upon his glory. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood. Yeah, you see how he shed the blood of Jake over here in the Americas, and everywhere Esau go, he sheds blood, man. You see what he's doing over there in the Middle East and everywhere that he's ever been. He shed blood, man. But mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the children of Israel. He had no problem shedding your blood. All right? And he's still shedding your blood. It says, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. You see, because judgment is ultimately coming for this devil, man. But before it does, we have to proclaim it first and speak it into existence and call him out and expose him and bring out this word. It says, and I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. See, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, which represents the northern and the southern kingdom, man. And where did he get access to both northern and southern kingdom? Is over here in the Americas, man. North and Central and South America, man. He's had the rulership over us, man. I said, what, that these two nations, that's why I told you earlier, when this devil came over to the Americas, he knew exactly who he was coming across and who he was about to kill and put into slavery and have rulership over, man, with the northern and the southern kingdom. That these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there, you see? And that's what he did. And how you think he got access to Barbados and the islands and control of America, man? He possessed it with racial terror and violence and slaughter, man, on the Israelites. It says, last week's dozen of Jamaican professors and politicians reportedly demanded the same, along with an apology and reparations from the Prince and Dutchess in light of Britain's past misdeeds, which is not going to happen, all right? These devils are not going to apologize, nor are they going to give you reparations or repair you for what they have done, because in their eyes, they feel it was manifest destiny. Which it was to a certain degree, but that's why I just read Ezekiel 35. The Lord is going to bring the reparations. The Lord is going to exact the vengeance and the judgment on these devils for what they have done, man. That's why we have to wait upon Yahweh Shai. All right? But you asking this devil for an apology and reparations is not going to happen. Now, let's say he might apologize, but it's not going to be heartfelt. He's just going to say that so you can shut the hell up, man. And he's going to continue to destroy you and lie to you and enslave you and eventually slap a karagma in you, man, if you're dumb enough and simple enough to take it, all right? So, but that's why we have to wait on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because by him being exposed and us out there on the highways and the byways turning, all his lies the right side up and exposing him is just a prelude to the Lord physically bringing the judgment upon this devil, which will be slavery, and he's going to have to pay for everything that he's done unto us. That's why the Lord said, since he's hated blood and didn't mind shedding blood, guess what? The Lord's going to allow us to shed his blood, man. So our people just have to be patient and wait, man. It's a process to this thing. It says, we see no reason to celebrate 70 years of the ascension of your grandmother, the British throne, because her leadership and that of her predecessors have perpetuated the greatest human rights tragedy in the history of humankind. Yeah, against the Israelites, man. And that's what that celebration is really all about. The conquering and the possessing of those two countries as if the Lord was there, like I read in Ezekiel 35, man. Basically him conquering you tribes, man. It says, read a Sunday letter signed by the Advocates Network Jamaica, an alliance of organization and individuals in Jamaica and the Jamaican diaspora. Look at that, diaspora. is linked to Jamaica's, which is the scattering of the Israelites, man. It says, we are of the view that an apology for British crimes against humanity, including but not limited to the exploitation of the indigenous people of Jamaica, the transatlantic trafficking of Africans, see, all dealing with the Israelites, man. You know? And it wasn't just the British, man. It was the French, the Dutch, the Spanish, all these different Edomites, man. Calling themselves after these different pseudo nationalities, man. And when you sum it all up, it was basically Esau against Jacob, man. You see, the transatlantic trafficking of Africans, which are Israelites, the enslavement of Israelites, indentureship and colonization is necessary to begin a process of healing, forgiveness, reconciliation, and compensation. The letter added, which I said, you're not going to get this from these devils. You're only going to get it from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see? But it is coming, though. Like these things that Jake is wanting is going to happen, but not according to how they feel. Because, see, if you ask these people, they just want an apology and to be paid off. No, the Lord's going to give us, they're going to shed their blood, man. The Lord's going to allow us to enslave them and whip their back, man, and put them on a transatlantic slave trade amongst our people. You see, but the average Israelite can say that's a little bit too much and that's too harsh, but that's the judgment that the Lord has set up for this devil, man. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. See? Because the Lord's going to judge these devils, man. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume, you see? And that's how these devils felt. Well, guess what? The Lord's going to turn the table, and he's going to give them to our hands to consume them in that time, man. Thus with your mouth have you boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me, I have heard them. You see? And the Lord's going to allow us to touch down on all these devils, man. We're going to make Esau most desolate. We're going to enslave him and whip his back and put chains upon him and put him in perpetual slavery for 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven, man. And he's going to have to give back everything that he has stolen, which is basically a rulership of the whole planet. Man. All the lands, the gold, the silver, everything that he has amassed is going to be given back, man. The Lord's going to pull the ultimate jack move on this devil, man. All right, let me go here, man. This is Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And see, and that's what we see happening through the Spirit, man. The triumphing of Esau is about to be ended, man. All right, and the joy of this damn hypocrite it was only set up to be for a moment, man. And we're right at the end of it. It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? You see? And this is part of the judgment and the payback that the Lord is going to bring upon Esau Edom, man. Like I said, our people just have to be patient and stop waiting for an apology and some reparations, because even if Esau did give you an apology and reparations, it's only a small piece of what he really owes, man. And he's still going to be ruling over you and have that high ground and still be richer than you, man. You see? That's the thinking of a low-level Jake, man. No, we're going to take everything from this devil, and the Lord's going to put us completely over this man. You see? That's that ruling class mentality, man. We're going to rule over him, over his woman, and over all these nations, man. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. You see? This is what's coming to Esau, man. And it's all just a matter of time, man. But first we have to speak it. We have to proclaim it. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to come and physically finish him off, man. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods, you see. They're going to try to please the poor, man. And who's the poor? You Israelites, man. That's why you hear them, oh, it wasn't me. It was my forefathers, man. I'm sorry. That should have never happened. What can I do? Look, man, if I could make it right, nah, you save all that bullshit, man. All right? Because it ain't genuine. It's not heartfelt, all right? Because if you really wanted to make things right, you would totally forfeit everything that you have and put yourself in slavery under the Israelites. But this damn devil, they ain't going to do that, man. But guess what? The Lord's going to make him do it. The Lord's going to make it happen. It says his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which is what? Going back to Cain, which is murder, man. That's why he has no issue murdering and killing you Jakes, man. That's why I said that he had no problem shedding the blood of the children of Israel, man, because that's just in his nature. Which shall lie down with him in the dust, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Yeah, it was bad what happened. I wish slavery was horrible, man. Dude, like, that should have never happened, bro. I've always been against that. He's a goddamn liar, man. Because if slavery was never ended and this devil was still able to treat us how he did during the times of slavery, every single last Edomite here in this country would be fine with it, man. Don't get it twisted, all right? It's just because now, they allowed you to play basketball and entertain these devils. They have a little sweet spot for you entertainers, but ultimately they still believe that they're better than you. They still believe that you're beneath them, and that you're not equal, man. Just because a white woman will lay down with you and maybe have some of your kids, man, she better believe if push comes to serve and she had to choose between her people and you, nigga, she gonna choose her own people, man, and leave you and them kids behind and go with her own, man. So don't get it twisted out here, man. It says, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. You see, these devils still feel the same way, man. You got Joe Biden up there talking about, oh, times have changed and oh, I'm not racist. He's a goddamn racist, man. Always have been, always will be. And that's the spirit that's on all these so-called Edomites, man. And Jake, and that's something that you always forget. And that's why you always allow these devils to stab you in the back, man. Scriptures tell you to never trust thine enemy, man. Though he speaks sweetly with his lips, know that war is in his heart, man. And if the opportunity arises, man, he will overthrow you and overtake you and do you dirty, man. And that's always going to be in the Edomite's nature and in his spirit, man. But you stupid ass Jake out here, you don't think like that. You think that he's changed. You think that because it's 2022 and you had a black president and he allowed you niggas a little wiggle room to make a little bit of money and have a few billionaires, that he's changed how he feels about you, man. It hasn't. Esau hates Jacob. Always have, always will, man. It says, yet in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. He have swallowed down riches, you see. And how did he swallow down these riches? By stealing it, man. Murder, robbery, treachery, breaking of treaties, man. Skullduggery, war. That's how he swallowed down riches. He said what? And he shall vomit them up again, you see. So stop asking this devil for reparations, all right? The Lord's going to take everything from this devil that he stole, which is every goddamn thing that he has, man. The Lord's going to make him vomit it up. And we're going to benefit. It says the Most High shall cast them out of his belly. Let me jump down. It says that which he labored for shall he restore. And what did he wickedly labor for? The owning of those different islands over there in the Caribbean, man. That's what people are over there protesting about. How do you think he had a rule over those islands for 400 years, man? He labored in wickedness to get it. And that's why the Lord's going to destroy that place. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Right. Once the Lord finally judges Esau and strips him of everything, his rulership, all that he has stolen, he's not going to be happy, man. He's going to be crying. He's going to be sad. He's going to be bugged out, man. And guess what? We're going to rejoice, and we're going to dance, and we're going to sing for sorrow of heart in his face, just like he did unto us, man. When Esau broke Jake and took everything from Jake and gained access to the whole world, when he took us down during the dark ages, when he came here and put our people on slave ships and brought us over here to the Americas, when Christopher Columbus came here and raped and sacked and murdered the natives, man, they rejoiced at our downfall, man. They was dancing and singing and making merry while we was broken and destroyed, man. The Lord's gonna totally flip the switch on this devil, man. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not. How did he get America, man? All right? He came, he stole it. And who built up America? We did, man. How did he get those different islands in the Caribbean and all that? He stole it, man. A house he didn't build. A house that he didn't build. How'd it go? A house that, where is it? Oh, he had violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. So therefore, everything that he stole, the Lord's going to violently take it away from him, just the way that he got it, and give it into the hands of the Israelites, man. It says, Mike Henry, a Jamaican lawmaker who has led a years-long movement effort to collect £7 billion in reparations. See, Jake needs to get out of this mind frame and stop doing that, man. Look, just repent, get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and wait on Yahweh Shai. In fact, let me see if I can get that real fast, man. See, Jake think they're gonna get Esau to pony up the dough. Esau ain't giving you niggas shit, man. £7 billion in reparations, said that an apology from in order to even to even begin to address the sheer abuse of human life and labor. You see, but that's all in vain, man. That's not gonna happen. 7 billion. What's that? Here it is. He's gonna give you 7 billion. The same devil that give you 7 billion gonna tax you on that 7 billion, and all you're gonna do is just build houses and buy shit and just give the money right back into him, man. No, that's not how it's gonna go down, man. The Lord's gonna destroy this devil, take everything and put it in our hands, man. You see, so Jake got it all twisted, man. Your ideal of justice and what you feel Esau should do to make things right is not it's not qualifiable in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The Lord has something much greater and something more satisfying, man. You see, but our people, again, they're thinking very, very low, man. We want everything, and we want his ass in slavery, man, and we want everything that's all the fatness of the earth and everything that belongs with it, because that's ultimately our inheritance and our blessing, man. $7 billion is an insult, man. All right, we want rulership. We want the earth. We want the power to judge, man. We want the power to rule over these heathen nations and extract the righteous judgment and the fury of the Lord upon these devils, man. We want to dash their children against the stone, man. We want to put them in chains. We want to, do everything that they have done unto us double, man, which is justice, which is righteous, man. You see, but Esau has destroyed our people's mind to where for them to think that way, oh, that's not right, that's not a Christ, that's not lawful. But in actuality, it is, because that's what Esau did unto us. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Who's to prey? Esau and the other nations. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. You see, and that's what Yahweh Shah is going to do. And then after that, he's going to give us the necks of our enemies, man. Scripture say, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance," man. All right, read one more part. In a bombshell interview last year with Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, cited racism within the British monarchy as one of the chief reasons for their unprecedented exit from the royal family. So even Prince Harry and Meghan tell you that shit is racist, which we didn't need them to tell us that to know that, man. So if it's racism within, that royal family, because Meghan is a so-called black woman, or she could be an Edomite, who knows, but she's not your typical white person, looking white woman. If it's racism in there, how much more towards you actual Israelites, man, in these different places where they have went and conquered and ruled you, man. Markle, who was biracial, told Winfrey that at least one member of the family expressed concerns over how dark their son Archie's skin might be while she was pregnant with him. That conversation I am never going to share, she said. At the time, it was awkward. I was a bit shocked, you see. If you was to ask these devils, is this racism? Woodman would be like, well, there's no racism. There's no racism in there. That's not true. That's a lie. He's a goddamn liar. That's what the devil would say. What does it say? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 41, verse 5. It says, the children of sinners are an abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. See, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish. You see, and what did William inherit through the inheritance of his wicked sinners and forefathers? Is those different lands over there, man. Those different islands, man. And wherever else where they've laid claim to. It says the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish. So it's all going to perish, man. Everything that these devils have gotten is going to perish, man. It's going to be destroyed, especially Babylon the Great America, man. And their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. And that's what you see happening in that article, man. That's why they was cussing their asses out, man. Because we're in the time of these prophecies being fulfilled, man. It says the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. And I guarantee you, if you talk to these devils about what's happened, they'll be like, oh, what happened in the past was horrible. I don't condone it. It wasn't me, it's my forefathers, man. It was a bad time. It was a tragic time. But nigga, your ass is still there, benefiting off of that slavery and raping and robbing of those different countries to go on vacation on, man. So it shows you that they're all full of shit, man. You know, he's saying that, but he don't truly mean it. You see? It says, "Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction." And look how much Esau is increased. So that's why his destruction is going to be so great. "And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse. And if ye die, a curse shall be your portion." Yeah, because Esau is cursed, man. All right. And when he comes back into when he wakes up in the kingdom of heaven, he's going to be continually cursed, man, enslaved. "All that are of the earth shall return so to the earth again, so the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction," man. "The mourning of men is about their bodies, but an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out." You see? And that's what's going to happen, man. And that's what you see about to happen in the earth. But before that, these devils are being called out, man. They're being, that shameful spewing, you know? What does it say? Where is it? It says, yeah, now they will complain of an ungodly father, but now they're being reproached for their sakes. And that's why you see this huge thing about critical race theory, man, which is basically shameful spewing on Esau, man. And now that, their children are here, they're all complaining and crying about it. Well, that's not right to say that all so-called white people are inherently evil. And we never said that. But all Edomites are inherently evil and wicked and abominable and are wicked, man. And that's a fact. That's scriptural, man. All right? And that's why they're trying to get rid of that critical race facts, because it's just more shameful spewing on their dirty and crooked history, man. And they're trying to do all that they can to try to erase it out of the history books and out of schools. But guess what? The Lord requires that which is past, man. So even if you do erase it out of the school curriculum and you can scrub the internet, what you're doing now, and have only mainstream media approved information come out, guess what? We already spoke it into the ether, man. It's already been entered into the ears of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and he's going to require that which is past, man. So you're not going to escape. You're not going to slip the Most High, slip Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai some type of mix so that they don't forget what you've done on the earth, man. Hey, scriptures say that your sins have reached unto heaven. They have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, man. And so you're pretty much finished, man. Nothing that you can do. The writing is on the wall. And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson and for finding this article. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.